ZabuTheSergal here, and I'm back with another video just to educate my people. Okay, so this video is just a little bit different because I got a question on my fitness Instagram asking me, hey, I was wondering if you had any dietary tips, because honestly, I just feel like trash all the time. No matter what I do, I can't seem to stop snacking either, and I'm just frustrated. Alright. So first things first, about the general feeling like trash thing, that will start to get a whole lot better as you just start to move around a lot more, because you'll notice that after just a couple of days of just, doing some light physical activity, you'll start to feel so much better. And that's just because, you're getting your blood flow and you're stretching your muscles out and all that stuff, because most of us, we have jobs that we work, daily routines and stuff. We just go there, do the same thing for multiple hours on end, and then we come home, we eat something, and then we go to sleep. And that cycle just repeats itself, and our bodies get very cramped. And so you gotta, stretch your muscles back out and, get some blood flowing and stuff like that. So that alone will help you start to, feel less like crap and feel a little bit more invigorated. Another thing is water. Water. I know so many people, they're like, I don't like water, it's boring. But we get that. But water is probably the best thing that you can drink, because it does everything except taste amazing. But you gotta kind of find that happy medium. That doesn't mean that if you're feeling like having a Dr. Pepper that you can't have that Dr. Pepper. It's just that 99.999% of what you drink should be water. The more water you drink, the better. At least 64 ounces a day, which is 4 of these. Had to do a little bit of math, and I'm kind of parched myself.
Or 2 Yeti cups worth of water.
2 Yeti cups, right? And but yeah, just start, being a little bit more active. You can do something as simple as just do some push-ups, or go for a little power walk around the block, your house, whatever. Just get like a good 15-20 minutes in each day. Just something that you're not doing already is going to start helping you out. I wish jobs worked like that, because a lot of people think that the jobs that they work is gonna like get them in shape, and I'm like, unless your job is to be fit, it's not really gonna work like that, because you've probably already hit a plateau at that job. Because whenever you start doing a workout, over time your body's gonna get used to that workout, and you're gonna have to switch it up a bit. Well, most day jobs don't really switch up. They kind of stick to the same thing every single day. So even if you're working a job where you do a lot of walking, those first couple of months, yeah, you might, lose some weight or whatever, but over time you're gonna plateau, and it's not really gonna start helping much. Now we're gonna get into the nutrition, which is by far the most important thing when it comes to just kind of getting fit as a whole, because you can, have a very strict diet, not even work out and shape up. It's easier if you do both, but nutrition is super important. And some of the things that we eat are, we'll start with breakfast, because breakfast is the most important meal. Yeah. We'll start off simple. We got eggs. Eggs, they're really good for you. They're packed with protein, and they're cheap. You can get like a whole dozen for like $1. Some places you can get them for less. But yeah, as many eggs as you want. I think up to 4 a day. I know eggs are high in cholesterol, but it's not like a fatty cholesterol that comes from like oils. It's actually pretty good cholesterol inside eggs. So don't let that misconception get you down. Eggs are great for you. And cholesterol is still a nutrient, so we still need it, we just don't need a lot of it. And what we have right here is some good old meal replacement. This is primarily Babby's breakfast almost every morning, because it gives you all the nutrients you need, and it'll actually hold you for a couple hours, just like a meal would. Because a lot of people, they don't really like eating in the morning. I know it's hard for me to eat as soon as I wake up. That's why as soon as I wake up, I just have my cup of coffee. I kind of kick back, relax for a few hours, let my appetite work up, and then I have breakfast, because breakfast is always going to be the first meal of the day. There's no such thing as skipping breakfast. because the first meal you eat is breakfast, regardless of when that is. That's why it's called breakfast. You break your fast. So whenever you fall asleep at night and then you wake up the next morning or the next afternoon, whenever you wake up, that next meal you have is your breakfast. So skipping breakfast, it's some other breakfast foods that we like to eat is some good old turkey bacon. I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, turkey bacon, it's the devil. But it's actually not that bad. It has a lot of...
It tastes the exact same.
Right? There's a certain way you have to cook it because the consistency is a little different because it's turkey, so it's easier to like break, and you know, regular bacon, it's very fatty, so it kind of has some elasticity to it. But this, it's a little more delicate, but it's still easy to get that little crisp on it. And then of course we got Greek yogurt. It's better than regular yogurt because it doesn't have all the sugar and it has twice the protein.
Oh, your smoothies.
So yeah, I don't have the bags for them.
Oh.
But yeah, I do blend these up in our little bullet blender along with some of the great value smoothies. I'll have one somewhere on the screen here. Just throw that in the blender, blend it all up with like some water. You can mix it with juice, whatever you want to do. But yeah, it holds me for a little bit, but I do it more for the nutrients than for like meal replacement because it's basically just a drink. All right, let's move on to the lunch. All right, so a standard lunch that we usually have, it can be, you know, a little turkey wrap or, you know, like any sandwich type thing. You know, we got wheat bread, we got the, just some, you know, sandwich slice, turkey breast. We got some shredded cheese. Cheese is not the devil. It is not the end of the world. People may say that cheese is bad for you, but it's actually not, because anything in moderation is going to help you out. And cheese, it's a whey protein, so it's high in fat, high in calories, but it's low in carbs. And fat is easier to burn than carbs are. If you are going to eat carbs, make sure they're whole grain, because most of the carbs are going to be dietary fiber, and that's going to help your little fiber stuff.
It helps you poop.
Yeah,
it helps you poop.
Yeah, that's the detox you want. You want your whole grain. So carbs equal energy, and fiber cleans out your system, gets all the bad crap out, so you end up feeling even better. And last but not least, let's go on to the dinners. All right, so by far the easiest and cheapest meat that you'll ever be able to buy is chicken breast. You're gonna be able to buy the most of it for the smallest price. That's why we have plenty of it. And chicken, you know, it's gonna be best for you because it's cheap and it's good.
That's about half of what we buy.
Right? Yeah, because like I said, we're already through half of the month, so this is what we have left. But if you want to get a nice little steak or something, just have yourself a little something nicer. You know, we got the steak and we got the salads, and this is, what was that? That's a T-bone steak for $8.
2 T-bone steaks for $8.27.
These are 8-ounce steaks a piece for $8, and they're T-bones. You can see the T in that bone.
Go to Walmart at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right, but whenever they're doing their manager markdowns, definitely take advantage of that, because the more meat and the less carbs you eat, the better. Carbs are not evil, it's just the less of them you eat, the easier it is to, you know, digest your foods and stuff. Because we all know carbs, whoo, they can sneak up on you. But yeah, protein. Because the diet that we're going off of, it's high protein, low carbs. We kind of keep it around 100, so if we can, we try to do at least 100 grams of protein in a day and no more than 100 grams of carbs a day. And so far it's working. We take that diet plan, kind of put it onto, you know, a nice little 30-minute workout every couple of days for the week. And then, yeah, we're starting to, you know, lose a little bit. And, you know, they've got all sorts of little calculators online where you can, you know, put in all your information and it'll tell you like a rough guideline as to like your nutritional needs. Sometimes they may seem a little high depending on, you know, your activity level. But yeah, it's a pretty good ballpark you can go with. Or if you want to keep it simple, you can just do what we're doing. At least 100 grams of protein, less than 100 grams of carbs. That's like the simplest way to have a decent diet. last but not least, let's get to the meat of the problem, the snacking. Now,
it's okay to have snacks.
Yeah, it is okay to have snacks, but it's better to, you know, have good snacks because, of course, there's all kinds of, you know, chips and sodas and stuff like that. And if you're feeling like having it, then by all means, have it. But like I say, it's just you need to substitute some of those things out with other things. Not saying, oh, you love Doritos, so you're gonna have to sacrifice Doritos for the rest of your life. No, just have Doritos and yeah, throw in some cashews or something like that every now and then. Just mix it up a little bit, give your body that variety.
Try to stick to serving sizes.
Right? Because some of the snacks that we have, you know, good old peanut butter. If you're a fan of peanut butter, you can just eat it straight out of the jar with a spoon. You can put it on some crackers, however you want to have it. I can just eat about a spoonful because peanut butter is awesome. It's not all that bad. Then we got the granola bars. This is kind of like my substitute for a candy bar because, you know, it's still a granola bar. It's just covered in chocolate, so it's pretty much like a candy bar. It's just not as bad, but I still treat it as a candy bar. And then you got your good old nuts. I say nuts because, you know, peanuts, cashews, walnuts, almonds, whichever one you prefer.
Get those here.
They're all good. Yeah, we've had like a couple of bags of these up in our cupboard for like, I think almost a month now. Because it's kind of one of those things where
we've only ate through the cinnamon roasted almonds. We still have the cocoa and those.
Yeah, and you can like tree nuts and stuff like that. You can have as much of it as you want
if you're not allergic.
Yeah, if you're not allergic, because this is another good protein. It's high caloric, so you know it's an energy food, but it's low in carbs. So if you're taking in that amount of fat and that amount of protein, you need to start doing some kind of physical activity to work it off. And physical activity is just anything that's gonna get your heart rate up and get you sweating. That can be, you know,
mow the lawn.
Yeah, mow the lawn, go swimming, just do 100 jumping jacks, whatever you gotta do.
Do something.
Yeah, every little bit helps. Yes, every little bit helps. And of course, working out, it's gonna start off kind of hard because your body's not used to it. That soreness is gonna kick in those first couple of days, but you have to push through that because if you wait for the soreness to wear off, it's gonna take days and maybe even weeks for all that soreness to go away, and then your body goes back to how it was. You work through that soreness, it will stop. And then the next time you do that workout, you'll be like, huh, it's not so bad. So yeah, all in all, you can snack on what you want to.
Soak in Epsom salt.
Yeah, just but yeah, you can snack on what you want to, just kind of substitute it in for like some better stuff, because I know you might be afraid of health foods or something like that, but like I say, find your happy medium. There's all sorts of foods out there. Just have some variety in your diet. Still have your favorite foods, just have some healthy foods in there too. And healthy foods are just clean foods. Don't deep fry it every day, and you know, don't slather in syrup and barbecue sauce. But yeah, I think that's all I need to say on the matter. I know I like went way far and wide on this one, but hey, I was kind of giving like general tips on how to curb around that snacking, because once you start eating better, your snack cravings are gonna go down. Like, it doesn't seem like it because, you know, it's your thoughts in your head, but trust me when I tell you, whenever you start eating better, the snack cravings, they're non-existent. They'll come up every now and then you'll have that snack, and then boom, it'll drop again. Might take another couple of days for it to rise up, but it won't be maximum all the time. We're just like snacking. But yeah, hopefully this helped you out in some form or degree. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and close this. So if you like this video, go ahead and scratch that like button so that I can know to post more awesome content in the future. You wanna talk to me? Have some Twitter. You want us to update it so let us know when the next Q&A is gonna be? Have some Discord. Want to draw fan artists, ZabuTheSergal fan artists, always welcome. Keep it PG-13. But as always, my name is ZabuTheSergal, and I'm out of here. La 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 la.